Here's a hot take. We're going to talk about the New York Jets in quotes, the New York Giants. The Giants are 3-point dogs. Feel like we missed a little bit of an opportunity to take the Giants last week more prominently. Like we went 4-1, and so I'm not complaining about it. You
I
really
hope
like the
not.
Giants. No, I'm not. You really like the Giants last week,
Yeah.
and I think we sort of just didn't like the number in the contest. We felt like we didn't like it at 2.5. We liked it better at 3, so we passed. Um, Here's my hot take. After reading Bill Barnwell on the front page of ESPN.com yesterday, one of my favorites, the Jets defense is overrated. Here's why. 13 turnovers this season so far versus 16 of all of last season. But in a variety of other advanced stats, yards allowed per drive, points allowed per drive, they are middle of the pack. Pretty mediocre. So if they didn't have the luck of the turnovers they've been creating, then they might have different outcomes in some of these games that have made them look so miraculous with Zach Wilson at quarterback. Makes me wary of playing the Jets. But also, Brian Daboll hasn't committed to Daniel Jones as the starter yet. So we kind of don't know what we're getting from the New York Football Giants.
And nerds wonder why these football players just want to put them in lockers and beat the shit out of them. You know what, Bill Barnwell? Nah, I get where he's coming from, but dude, they dominated Mahomes, they dominated Jalen Hurts, and then they dominated Josh Allen. Like, yes, they've been lucky, dude, but I'm pretty sure that's a good defense. Simon says,
I didn't say they were a bad defense. I said maybe not as good
I think he said
as
middle of the road, isn't that what he said?
no.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Simon says, Giants, go grab the 3 right now. This is a smash spot. Love the Giants +3 against the Jets at home. Daniel Jones is about to lose his job. Like his team looks better without him. The guys look more confident. And I know they didn't really do much. People are going to be like, well, they didn't do much against Washington last week. They had little plays where they just missed, where I think like the more Taylor's playing in this offense, he'll be there. So obviously if Daniel Jones comes in, maybe that changes my viewpoint a little bit here, but that's just a good number. You're getting +3 at home against Zach Wilson. I gotta do it. I gotta take this number for this Giants team. So Simon says, I just think this number is going to come down to 2.5, 2 by kickoff. So I'm making this my Simon says just to grab this important key number of 3 right now.
Tyrod Taylor, 32, 21, and 3 against the spread in his career. Look, the guy does not make mistakes. And I think that's why every year he's sort of a guy who's going to continue to be in the league. He's going to be a guy when teams are trying to figure out who they are, you put him back there and he's not going to screw things up for you. And in the NFL, a neutral play that gets you to the next down is better than a negative play that makes the next down much, much harder. Ask the Bears about Justin Fields and ask anybody who's got a playmaking quarterback versus a quarterback who keeps you in rhythm, keeps you on script. Like, you might not win as many games as you want to. Your ceiling won't be as high, but your floor isn't as low. And Daniel Jones has just been dreadful and making the bad plays. Tyrod Taylor is not going to screw up the offense for Brian Daboll.
Yeah, so right there, Chad told you the Jets, they need the turnovers. That's what's been kind of great for them. And if it's Taylor who doesn't turn the ball over, that's what I like that angle a lot with this Giants team. I just think their offense looks better with him in there.
See, you came around to the nerdtastic ways.
Yeah, I just hated his phrasing. It's just like, all right.
By the way, I might have been saying they're mediocre. They were middle of the pack in all these other stats. But the exceptionalism is coming from the turnovers right now. We'll just agree to disagree, Simon.